This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Let's talk about Lauren Boebert. Little Miss Lauren Boebert, dum-dum Lauren Boebert, poor man's Sarah Palin, tweeted just the other day. Listen, before I get into this, let's talk a little bit about the strain of bigotry in America. It exists on both sides, certainly. There's people who are anti-gay and anti-trans in the Democratic Party. But I would, and if you're one of those, listen, let me implore you. Trans rights and the battle for equality and the squelching of bigotry of trans people in this world today is the modern day civil rights fight of our lives. And if you look back on the civil rights era for Black Americans, equality in that sense, and you think Martin Luther King Jr. had it all right, and I would have been on the right side of history, well, then it should be easy for you to be on the right side of history on this particular issue. Because you don't want to be looking back 40 years from now and lament the fact that you were not fighting for trans rights. People are born the way they're born. We don't choose who we are, what we are. I didn't choose to be white, raised in a radical Christian nationalist family. I didn't choose it. There's many aspects of my life that's the cards I was dealt. But it is up to me how I treat people. There's a lot of things that converge here. Obviously, religion isn't something that you are, it's not an immutable characteristic. You can change that. But I'm white. I can't change that. I'm straight. I can't change that. And we need to look at these issues that same way. I'm rambling on here. Listen, let me read this tweet to you. Lauren Boebert, April 1st. If only this was an April Fool's joke. Her life is a fucking April Fool's joke. We require people to be 21 to purchase alcohol beverages, and 21 to purchase tobacco products. Why is it so unreasonable to require people to reach a certain level of maturity before making life-altering decisions about their sexuality and identity? Well, one, dum-dum Lauren Boebert is conflating two things, sexuality and identity, gender identity. So this very well could apply to gay people as well, not just trans people. First, let's talk about this. Let's go back, because there's so much here. There's so much here. Does she want us to require straight, cisgendered people to wait until they're 21 to decide that they're straight? Or does she want to, in a bigoted fashion, legislate that gay and lesbian and bisexual and transgender Americans have to wait? It is a requirement. It is legislated. It is statutory policy that they wait, but not straight people. Because straight people are normal, right? They're normal. She wants to legislate bigotry. And then her talk of maturity. This woman who stood up and howled like a baboon on the floor of the House of Representatives during Joe Biden's first State of the Union address. She wants to preach about maturity. Gross. This woman wants to talk about decision-making with her children photographed holding weapons of war. Maturity, decision-making. This woman wants to talk about life-altering decisions. A woman who dropped out of high school because she was a pregnant teen and got her GED only a couple of years ago. Listen, I'm not denigrating her for those things. Life is hard. Bad things happen in life. You got to deal with it the best way you can. But it is the height of hypocrisy for someone who has had her own struggles in this difficult life, for her to preach from on high as a lawmaker in the United States House of Representatives, talking about legislating when people can come out as gay or trans, or make healthcare decisions based on being trans. Gross. This is bigotry. Unless, of course, going back to what I said, unless, of course, she's going to, across the board, legislate, which is unconstitutional anyway, that all people, straight or gay, cisgendered or not, no one can make the decision to be straight. No one. You are vile, Lauren Boebert. Somebody share this video to Lauren Boebert. You are a vile, sinister little troll. If there is justice in the world, you will be defeated in this midterm. And we won't have to deal with you as a congresswoman any longer. I mean, the good news is she doesn't do anything anyway. She doesn't write legislation. She doesn't do her job. She is the chairwoman of the Attention Caucus. She is the chairwoman of the Chaos Caucus. She's not a productive member of the House of Representatives of these United States. She's not a productive member of society, as it were. By the way, I blurred the faces of the kids, her kids holding the weapons, because they didn't sign up for this. They might turn out to be just like her. Time will tell. But they're kids. And I'm going to protect them like she won't. Anyway, I love you guys. Strangely emotional all of a sudden. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. Support me if you like. I lost my train of thought. Call in 714-576-4054 and email daily@dollemore.com. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will get my shit together here. And I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.